Good evening, teasers. How y'all doing today? Tonight, rather. Hope everybody's doing fine. So glad y'all here. How was your day, Mrs. UG? How was your day today? Did you have a good day today? I hope all of you guys had a good day as well. Folks in the clouds, how y'all doing? Please like the video as you enter the clouds or enter the live. Really would be appreciated. Thank you so much. Yes. Tonight, I'm just going to kind of chill a little bit, see if someone else is going to come in the room or drop down in the comments and say hi. Uh, this morning was okay, and I had a great day actually. Uh, Again, with that particular job, I just may be getting there permanent. But from what I understand, before we get into the commentary, 4 other women have had that seat. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I just got home from work about 45 minutes ago. Thank you so much. Lip gloss, cheap, Wig store, cheap. And I know when she told me it was 4 different people that had that seat where I am, I'm like, that means, hello, how are you, Miss Green? That means that y'all are something else. But I'm even more something else because I know what I'm doing. You get it? She's like, she can't understand how they couldn't keep up with the cash. I can keep up with the cash real fast. Yes, I can. So one thing I can do is keep up with cash. So I was just like, wow, 4 different people. So that goes to show you that there may be some micromanaging going on, possibly, but I won't allow it. Thank you so much. I won't allow it. I'll be too busy focusing and working. And when they come ask me a question, I'll be like, get back with you shortly. Thank you. I'll send you an email. Thanks. That's how you get rid of them. Yeah. Hello. It was great. I was just saying that it was great, Miss Allison. That job that I'm working at right now, it's a possibility I can be permanent with that job. This hair is just getting on my nerves, okay? And so the lady explained, the vice president explained that 4 other people had that role. I'm like, oh my goodness. That means y'all are something else, most likely. Or you're not hiring the right people for the right job. But I can do all of it. So that's the easy part. Cash. Oh yes, I can work cash all day long. All day long. All day long, keeping up with cash. Well, hi Eagles, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for joining. Thanks everyone for joining the live. Please like the video if you like the commentary. And I still have not moved my backdrop yet, but I just haven't had time. I've been working. Okay, people, I've been working. Wait again, one more time. I've been working. So, but there's been a discrepancy with my pay. I'm like, hello, where's my check? But I know this company is very reputable. And they were off Martin Luther King's Day, and we couldn't get it submitted in time last week. So now I gotta wait. I was mad as all I know, pseudo. I was. I'm like, I need every little piece because I don't work for free, ma'am. Nobody wants to work for free, right? Sitting there working and everybody else got their check, and you sitting up there looking crazy, like you working for free now. They played out in the 17. What was it when they freed us? Hello, that's what they played out. Hi, Amina, how are you doing? So tonight's commentary is going to be, rather the question is baby mama drama. And if any of you kind folks have had to deal with baby mama drama, and it goes for the guys too, because the guys have to deal with those baby mamas, especially if they have a new girlfriend, right? Right. And you have a tendency to, start dating a guy that the baby mama just won't let go. She feels like since she has a baby for him, he's still a part of her. No, ma'am, it doesn't work that way. Hello, Sasha. It doesn't work that way. And I have seen some baby mamas get towed down trying to snatch the new girlfriend out the car. Yes, I have. But I've also seen some baby mamas really get down too for their baby daddy. So it goes both ways, I guess. But I was like, I wonder if any of the cheaters have had to deal with any baby mama drama. Hello, Honesty Love. With any baby mama drama. You start dating a guy, and all of a sudden, the baby mama starts hounding. She wasn't hounding at first until she found out he had a girlfriend, right? They always do that, right? Yes. They always do that. Also, um, I did a little bit of research on it, okay? And it says here what the baby mothers will start doing. Baby mamas will start calling at all times of hours of the night. They weren't calling like that before, or they probably were calling before because they wanted him back. Initially they wanted him back. So she would call all throughout the night, knowing that you are in the bed with what? Your man. You're in the bed with your man. So we know what that's about. Mm-hmm. Or she'll probably try to lie to you or kind of, you know, the word I want to use, kind of make you think like they still messing around on the cool. Like she's that chick. And she'll always be that chick. He's not going nowhere. I have his baby. He's not going nowhere. Yes, they will. They will leave you, baby and all, hon. Yes, they will. So she'll start calling him throughout the night. And then, another thing that the baby mamas do, what they do. Your baby's sick. You need to come over here. Your baby is sick. You need to come here. You better not bring that B over here with you, right? And you better not bring that B with you. You need to come over here. It be 11 o'clock at night. Your baby's sick. Mm-hmm. Trying to get your baby. She's trying to get her baby dad over there. Yes. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not saying baby dad's going to be dipping. See, that's where they get the problem. That's where the problem initiates. They start dipping back with the baby mama on the cool. And the baby mama just pretends as if she's cool with it. You get it? Until what? He makes her mad, and she's going to do what? Call the girlfriend and tell her, baby, we've been screwing. Thank you. Yes, I've been getting him. You remember that night? You remember on this day? This is where he was. You remember that day? His birthday late on after 11? This is where he was. Oh, the baby mama will bust you right, bust him right out. Yes, baby mama will bust you out. And I was never, baby mamas, they like to flatten tires. Some of them like to flatten tires, bust out windows. I was never that type because that's like I'm hurting stuff that I'll be rolling in. You get it? So I never was that type to tell stuff that I know I was going to be in again. I just wouldn't do that. They bust out the windows of the car and put the tires on flat. And I guess they're trying to hit them where it hurt, which is in the pocket. But that's taken from you because now he has to pay for windows and 4 tires, ma'am. I just think that's kind of childish. I guess when you're a teenager, it may be acceptable, but you got grown women out here busting out windows and kniving up car tires. You do. You have grown women doing that right now today. Older women doing it. Mm-hmm. So they also said the baby mama started making all kinds of demands that you yourself as his woman don't even make. But the baby mama makes these demands of him. Like, and you better do this, and you better do that, and you better do this, right? We've seen it happen, And then if he doesn't do it, and he's already dipped back, and the baby mama, what he has to do it. She's going to threaten to tell on him. I tell that B. You know what I'm saying? I tell that B what you doing, And what he has to do, get up and go over there and serve her, and then get back home. If you're going to not be with your baby mama anymore, then you need to really cut it, and you need to cut it sharply. Because if you don't and you're still going over there dipping a little bit, it's going to be trouble. It's going to be trouble, guys. You got some ruthless baby mamas out there too. Ruthless. Yes. Hello, Tinigi. Glad to see you here. Maybe you can weigh in on the baby mama drama. Men dating a man with one of those them kind of baby mamas. Try to make it as if she's that chick, but you're not that chick any longer. And then he ends up marrying the other woman. We've seen it on YouTube where the other woman, the baby mama, comes stop the wedding and everything. That'd be good to me, though. I ain't gonna lie. What you gonna do? Baby mama get him to talk. Yeah, I want to stop this because I got his kids. I got, yeah. Mm-hmm. They'll go marry somebody else and leave you with your kids, That's why I try to tell us, let's try to do it the right way. That's why I tell my daughter, don't have any kids until you get married, ma'am. Now, or you're going to be a baby mama, Your mama's a baby mama. I know. You know. Um, the next thing they say, she makes comments and threats. She starts to make comments and threats. Trust both of them, the baby mama, trust the new girlfriend, and him. If you don't leave that be alone, oh no, my baby can't go there. That's another thing. They don't want their kids around the new girlfriend. You notice that? Hell, I'm one of them. Sometimes you can't trust every woman around your child. I would need to meet her. I would need to know where she work, what type of work she does. Does she have kids? She doesn't have kids. I weigh all those options. I would weigh all those options before I let my child go off with the daddy with the new girlfriend. I've seen it happen. I have a friend girl. Her sister is doing 80 years right now. 80 years. You know why? Because supposedly the baby, his son, her boyfriend's son, accidentally put perm. Remember perms? Put perm all over his screen and all over his body, his face and everything. And from what she says is that she tried to wash it off him, but it burned him. The perm burned him. And they gave her 80 years. She's been in there since she was about 21 years old. They gave her 80 years. And he even testified for her and said she would never hurt his child. They gave her 80 years. She's beautiful too. She looked like Tyra Banks with her makeup on, of course. Mm-hmm. It's a good chance. She said, if you live in my building, not only do they bust out car windows and flat tires, but they will come to their house and bust out the windows too. Oh, absolutely. So I say, what if the other woman comes after the baby mama for messing with her man? That three-way can be crazy and dangerous as well. Absolutely. Yes, you got the new girlfriend saying, wait a minute, hold up, honey. This is my man now. What's really going on? What's really going on? This is my man. And you need to call my house before you come to my house and knock on my door. That's what I would say as the new girlfriend. Don't just come busting in my house. Don't come into my house. I live here. We live here. And no, ma'am, you're going to respect my home with my man and call first before you come. They don't like that. See, the baby mama thinks they want to have authority because they have a child. Who cares if you have a child? We all have kids. They need to realize that you're no longer the one. I don't know if y'all recall on YouTube, I saw this story where the baby mom, her boyfriend was a rapper. Y'all probably heard about this. Right, boundaries and respect. And so he was an up-and-coming rapper, and he decided to take his life another way, but he did not include her in it. He loved his child. He was just saying that he didn't want to be with her anymore. And remember the girl that made her baby daddy meet his demise? The guy it looked like an Indian or something. He had his plaits right here, and she videoed it. And he was just like, let me hold my child one more time. Y'all remember that? Some of you may have seen that. He's like, let me hold my baby one more time. She was like, no. And she shut him up. And she videotaped it. Mad because he didn't want to be with her no more. Really, woman? And her parent and her mother, once she went to court, her own family was against her. Her mother said that the mother asked the judge to give her a hysterectomy. Do you hear me? That she does not deserve to have children anymore. And to lock her away because she was evil. And you could see her sitting down saying, cussing out for her own mom. Yep. Cussing out her own mother. Bold. So what that says is that she was so jealous and hateful that he was ready to move on with the next chick. She made him meet his demise. They were very young. And the judge hung her down. Because if her own mother got up there and said she was evil, her own family stood by his mother, she was something else. She was something else. These women get crazy. Yeah, it's sad and it's evil. You're right. Very sad and evil. So you got to watch some of them baby mamas, and especially when you start dating a guy, I would ask him, what's the status of you and your baby mama? Does she have a new man yet? Because if she doesn't, then we already know she probably trying to hang on to him. They probably been, messing around on and off. You get it? Going over there, getting some and leaving her alone, right? Yes. And she just leaning on hope that he would come back to her. But when she realizes that he's not going to come back, it's a major problem. That's when all hell breaks loose. Tires, windows, behinds, everything get tore up. Okay, messing with some of these baby mamas, I'm telling you. So if you're a gentleman, then you need to keep your baby mama in what? Check. Before we put them in check. Before the other woman puts her in check. Because the new woman, a lot of these new women they don't tolerate that. But you have some that's scared of the baby mama. You know, we see it on YouTube where they're going through baby mama and drama, and it's just ridiculous how these women call them and night, sending them naked pictures and all that. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Send them naked pictures and all that, like, come get it. I would have sent her a picture and said, I already got it, thank you. I'd have sent her a picture of me and say, I already got it. Don't send my man no picture, somebody come get it. Yes. I said, yeah, I want to know, what do my teasers know about these baby mamas? I've seen an instance where the ex-wife, they would switch, how you switch the custody, the pickup point. Her and her mother were causing a ruckus because he doesn't want his ex-wife anymore, because you could tell she kind of off the chain, extra, Oh, girl, you have me vibe. Thank you so much, girl. My little GBS, they just talked about my girl. Like, baby, thank you so much. Thank you, girl. But, some of these baby mamas, this woman was just being dramatic and extra. As soon as he touched her to get her hand off him, call the police. He did assault. He assaulted me. Call the police, mama. Call the police. I'm like, woman, you cannot make a man love you. That's another thing, baby mamas. You cannot make him love you. If he's not in love with you anymore, he probably never loved you in the beginning. Thank you so much. He probably never loved you in the beginning. And if he did, it's gone. The love is gone. He's with someone else. You need to accept it, baby mamas, and stop with the drama, trying to beat up jump at the new woman, because I've dealt with that before, baby mama drama. I've had to lay a couple of them out. Scalp them. No, I'm just kidding. Scalp them. Because they would try to approach you thinking that you're weak because you're the new woman. No, you don't know what the new woman is about, So baby mamas, well, y'all got to watch yourself when y'all try to, clown the new woman. Don't clown the woman, clown him. She don't have nothing to do with that. She doesn't have anything to do with that. She's just in a relationship with her new man, unless, like I said, he's over there dipping. Dip it in the pudding, trying to you have his what? Cake and eat it too. Can't have it both ways, buddy. Because something bad going to eventually happen. We've seen it so many times, haven't we? Seen it so many times. Over and over again. Same thing. Either the baby mama get towed down or the new girlfriend either get towed. And I mean, they come out with weapons and everything, Weapons and everything. Trying to, make each other meet their demise, And nowadays, nobody fights anymore, hardly, at all. The women do sometimes, but the men, they don't fight. The men, they go straight for what? Their weapons. They used to be able to box. I wonder, can men still fight nowadays? Sometimes I wonder, can y'all still fight? Because, our black men can fight. They can fight like it wasn't nothing. But now the first thing they do is reach into their pants and grab whatever it is that they have, or into their car and grab whatever it is they have. Like, and one of the baby mamas would not let the kid's father come see them on Father's Day. Why not? Those are his kids. It's Father's Day. Why you wouldn't let him see his kids on Father's Day, and he's taking care of his kids, and you're getting child support? You got those type that love child support. Love child support. Run to the office, want to raise every other month. Child support going to play out. They're going to eventually get 18 or whatever age it is now. If they're still in school, I bet they make them go to college so they can keep getting a check. Sad. Sad. You got to move on, baby mamas. You have to move on. Because if a man, I'm telling you right now, a man is not going to be where he doesn't want to be. He's not going to be where he does not want to be. And the baby mama have every excuse in the book of why he's with this new woman. Oh, he's just with her because she got a lot of money and she trick her money with him. She buying him this money. Now, he can still trick her out. He can still get her money. He can still do this and still do that and be home with you. Man ain't gonna be where he don't want to be, honey. They're not. So please stop. Don't believe that hype. It's just like dealing with a married man. You know, he's all miserable at home. You know, she don't do this or she don't do that. And what the girlfriend side chick try to do everything she's not doing, and she's not supposedly doing at home, to end up getting hurt. First of all, he says they gonna leave a win. And then it ends up being forever, years later. You still with him. He's still saying you're gonna get a divorce. Girl, he's not gonna get no divorce. He's not gonna leave you. He's not gonna leave his wife for you. Okay? Like what they say on Carrie, they're gonna laugh at you. That mother on Carrie, they're gonna laugh at you. Yes, they're gonna laugh at you. Let's go to comments. Eagle Soren says, nah, they just need to keep their stuff in their pants and watch who they sleep with. Who they sleep with, and they will be drama free, Marie. That's right. You're right, Eagles. They need to watch who they sleep with. And you need to watch who you're having a baby with, women. You know, they just think that back in the day, we had a tendency to have a baby for a man with paper, we all guilty of that probably back then. Because back then, there were really big ballers and shot callers. So, yeah, you want a baby for him, so you have to keep cleaning up on him until he lives in jail. Then what? You have to watch you got to watch who you have a child with nowadays. You really do. And you need to be, honestly, we really need to start being married. Having a baby. I'm just saying, then you don't have to deal with baby mama drama. You're the wife. I'm his wife. I'll be saying it loud and proud. I'm his wife. I'm his wife. Mm-hmm. Because the baby mama be like, who are you? His wife. Who are you? Oh, you're the baby mama. Okay. Yes. Okay. I know. I heard about you. Yes. Mm-hmm. I had a baby mama come to my house. Well, have mercy. And I was like, is this your baby mama? It made me rethink, like, why am I dating you if you dated something like that? Mm-hmm. Green Eye says, I had to straighten my husband's baby mama out years ago with my fist. She thought she wanted that smoke. Yes, sometimes the new woman have to straighten them out. I tell you, with them fists, she have to put those bees on her to let her know, I'm not the one to play with, honey. You better give it your baby daddy. And your baby daddy, some baby daddies, did you see the video where the baby daddy had the new girlfriend beat up his baby mama? Did y'all see that? On YouTube, he had the new woman beat up his baby mama because the baby mama was harassing him. You know how they do it. And your child, she had the kid there and everything. That girl tore her up, the new woman. But he made her do this. He told her to do this to his own baby mama. See how disrespectful they are? She has a child for you. Sir, the best thing you could have done was just try to avoid her and keep on moving. But he made that woman beat her up. And she did it. I got at me. Now you're going to catch a charge, ma'am. And you're not even his wife. But he made her beat up his baby mama. Had her all in the street. I know y'all saw that. Yes, Green Eyes. A lot of women have to straighten them baby mamas out with them fists. Seriously. Yes, you're absolutely right. Sasha said, what's your take on women who allegedly become baby mamas for men with money on purpose? My take is that, ma'am, we have them out there. We know that. We see all the basketball girlfriends and, they try to get with a man for money. If you notice one of the basketball players, he would come on YouTube and tell them that you're not getting my darn money. I'm going to pay you what I want to give you. And that's it. They want a child support. And it's sad. That's why I was just talking about child support. But you're going to be by yourself with that baby all day. No baby daddy. Like in Lala now case, he didn't even want anything to do. That little girl looked just like him. Did she not? Mm-hmm. Did she not look just exactly like him? She looked exactly like him. Does he not? And Lala knew that was his child when she first found her, but she didn't want him to have no relationship with that child. But she does allow him to pay that woman, but she don't want him to have no relationship. See that? That's another thing with the women. See, it goes two ways. The new girlfriend should understand that his baby mama is going to bring his kids to see him. He has to see his kids. You cannot stop a man from seeing their kids. Because if he was a real man, he wouldn't even respect you for even trying to stop him from seeing his kids. I know I wouldn't respect you, but you got women out here who don't want their man to even visit with their kids, That's craziness. Those are his kids. You have to get over it. Mm-hmm. Um, yes, with the money thing, they just want child support, and it's just making them look like a gold digger, basically. You're gonna be lonely, ma'am. You're gonna be lonely because he's not gonna leave his main woman for you. But he's gonna be over there dipping because he feels like since he's paying you now, he still can go over there and dip and dab. That's how they do. And then you got some guys with this thing about that they own their baby mamas. You get it? They own their baby mamas. Look at young boy allegedly. He'll have his baby mamas in the same room together. Probably have them in a bed together. But they know not to. It's like he has them trained. You would never have me trained. No man would never have me trained to have no other baby mama sitting laying up and down to me. No, sir. Read. And Sasha Lynn said, married or not. Mm-hmm. You're saying, what's the take on the one who allegedly becomes pregnant with money, married or not? Yeah, they don't care if they married or not, Sasha. They don't give a dang. They married or not. They looking for paper. Let's go girl with future, She had to fight him down for him to take care of his child. Then he want to call her ugly. But you were sleeping with this ugly woman. You were sleeping with her without anything, sir. And he has a lot of kids. And he needs to be careful, allegedly. He need to be careful because we already know that he goes, is that the word for it, raw? We already know that he likes to do it raw. I'm just being real. And, sir, you can really catch some stuff. Every one thing that look good to you is not good for you, sir. So you better start watching your tail. Better start covering it up. You got too many kids already. Chill. And what that judge do? He denied that girl. He talked about like a dog. They judge said $35,000 per month is what you owe. She hung right on in there. But she did it for the money too. We know she did. Sometimes women poke holes in condoms, try to get pregnant for those basketball stars and football players. They do all kinds of sickly stuff, trying to, get that clout and the money. And it's just real. It's just sad too. It's off. I call it being special. Special. Look at Georgia, she laughed. And she said, that poor child will learn that he or she was created for money. Right. Because the dads really don't have anything to do with them. They really don't. Because the wife, as in La Nam case, allegedly, in Beyonce's case, allegedly, they don't want them around their other kids. And they are wrong for that because those kids need love too from their father. Their kids need love from their father. Those kids do. And karma is a B. I don't care if she's the queen of R&B or whatever, but if he has other kids somewhere, you need to allow him to see his kids and take care of his kids because you're not going to have no luck. Something's going to happen. Get over it. You're his wife. You should be more confident, ma'am. But I told you again, no matter how pretty you are, how fine you are, how sexy you are, they will cheat. They will cheat. And we see that in her case, Miss Beyonce's case. I love her music. I love her to death. But he cheated on her. And she is one of the baddest bees around. But he cheated. I told you that thing don't have a face on it, honey. And if it's good to them, guess what? They're going to keep going back for more. Yes. You have a lot of women that's out here that's trying to get a bag, as they put it. Trying to pick up a bag, as they put it. For to have a baby, and some of them will lie. They will lie and say they're pregnant. Oh, I'm pregnant now. I'm pregnant. You need to give me this amount of money, and then I'll have an abortion. and you won't have to worry about it. Just then blackmailed him and then ganked him out of all his money, took all his money, and just straight up lied. We've seen that too, a lot. And but I do think it's sad when you're married and your husband goes out and have a baby outside of the marriage. That's the ultimate for me. Put a one in the chat if that's the ultimate for you. If your husband was to go out and have a baby on the side, is that the ultimate for you? Because I would think that's the ultimate. They've already cheated. Okay, you cheated. We have to get past this. We need to go to counseling. We can probably get past this. But to have a whole baby on the side, put a one in the chat if you think that that's the ultimate. Or put a two if you're still trying to hang in there with your husband. Because I know I wouldn't. I'd be pissed off. I would. I'd be hot. But then again, I'm just an outsider looking in. You never know what you're going to feel, I guess, at that time. Because you're in love, Yeah, you're in love. But I think having a baby outside of the marriage is the ultimate. Now, first of all, you should have covered your thing. You could have brought me something home or a kid something home, sir. I remember Carl going to the clinic one time to get a checkup. The health clinic, free clinic. And there, they give you everything. They give you STD, everything. And I would never forget seeing this older guy. I was younger then. This older guy with a wedding band on his finger. I told y'all. To me, he looked as if he was a truck driver or something, or a steel worker, just some type of manly worker, And he was shaking like a leaf. Mm-hmm. Shaking like a leaf. And the other nurse asked the receptionist, what's going on with him? And she said, he needs to do a retest, girl. I can read them lips real good. I just took that habit on from my movie, reading lips, So she said he has to retest. When you have to retest, you came out positive the first time. That's why they have to retest you to make sure. He was shaking, and I know he was saying, how am I going to tell my wife this? That's what he was saying. He was very upset. You can see he was upset, manly, but upset. Big wedding man right here. I said, now what are you going to do, sir? I seen a probation officer go in there, Caucasian lady. And, I'm just mentioning the races because, it's everywhere. We know it's everywhere. But I'm just being particular about the incidents I've seen. And when I went back, because every year I would go over there, and they break down. See, I had an incident there. Okay. She was sitting by me as we waited, and then they called her name. Next thing you know, it's about 4 or 5 people running back there to her. She was going crazy because she found out she was positive. I'm done learning he is cheating. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. You're right, Sasha. Cheating. But this woman was going crazy back there. She was. It took a lot of them to hold her down. She was just like, no, like that can't happen to me. She really was back there saying that it's not possible. And then she started to blame the staff, saying that y'all gave it to me. Really, man? Because most of the staff was black, at the health clinic, the nurses, RNs, they all black. She said, y'all gave it to me. They had to call the police, the security in there to get on up out of there. Ma'am, you did it to yourself, ma'am. I remember one time I went in, and usually when you go in, there's only one counselor there. Well, one particular time I went in, here come 2 counselors, y'all. Oh, Lord, my heart started beating fast. That's before I even found out I had heart issues. My heart started beating fast. I started getting dizzy and faintish. And she was like, are you okay? I was like, oh, my heart. Because I just knew they were going to tell me I was positive. That was just like a sin back then to be positive. Thank the Lord God, they have medications now. Back then it was like, oh, Lord, you gone. You're doomed. Back then you were doomed. Now, they have some medicine has, wow, it's just modernized so much. Thank God for it. But it's like, they weren't getting ready to call 911 for me. They was like, we want to call 911. I was like, just give me my test results first. Just give me my test results. I got the dog right here. She said, well, if you're concerned if you have HIV, you don't, ma'am. And I said, what? Well, what is she doing here? I asked what the other counselor was doing there. She said she's training. She was training. And then they proceeded to tell me that God has given me another chance. And they, you know what they told me? They said that every day they told somebody that knew that they had HIV. And it was so sad because our area was a black area, you know? So sad for our people. She said every day they have to tell somebody they're positive. And that's sad. Yes. So, sirs, while you over there dipping with the baby mama can be dipping with somebody else, and then that person can be dipping with somebody else. You need to protect your wife. You need to wear protection if you're going to go around dipping on baby mamas and other women. Wear protection, please. Protect your family. That one little mistake can just cause havoc, ruin the rest of your life. You know. Let's see what else those baby mamas are up to, shall we? They say that when the baby mama is harassing the baby father, that she's enjoying it. She enjoys it. They say these women enjoy it, harassing these men. That's why I say some evil baby mamas out there. They actually enjoy it, as if it's a game, fun for them. I personally know. Once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. That's just me. But some women are not done with their baby daddies. They want their baby daddy back. They want them to marry them, which they should have initially married them. But you gave him the milk. How they say, don't give the milk if you got the cow. If you got the cow, don't get the milk, whatever you call it. The point is, she did it. She had the baby first instead of waiting until she was married. He actually married her. But they go on to marry other women sometimes. And, baby mamas, I'm just advising you that, just by sleeping with him behind her back, some women feel empowered by that. But it just makes you look dumb, weak, because you're trying to, win, but she's already won. She has the paperwork on him. She's married to him. So it's time for you to really move on, baby mamas. Honestly, it is. It's time for you to move on. She said, hello, hope you are about to end. Hope you know, we just got on a few minutes ago, but we won't be on long because, guys, I was so tired at work today. I was leaning. I was tired. So I do want to go to bed. We're able to go to bed tonight like a decent citizen and go to sleep a little early tonight, if you didn't mind. My teasers, because I have to go to where? Work. Okay? Look at me shaking my shoulders. Work. And I like it. I do like it. But I can tell that's my work, that she's something else. Because I sent her an email today notifying her of my schedule. She claimed it was so flexible, and such and such comes in at 6 to 2, and this one comes in at 7 to 4. And when I tell her that I want to come in 8:30 to 5, just take a 30-minute lunch, because I'm always there. Even when I'm on lunch, I'm working. And what does she do? You know what she did? She emailed the company I work for and told them that, her schedule is, she's changed up her schedule. What the heck, ma'am? You should have just told me. All you have to do is tell me because you're the one who said you're very flexible. So I was trying to help you out by just taking a 30-minute lunch, and getting more work done. But she said, oh, but we have to take an hour here. Okay, I'm going to start busting up out of there, going down the street to the little shopping center somewhere, and just chill and stop working. Because I think she's a workaholic, and most accountants are workaholics, and she's the vice president of a finance. So she is really busy, I don't want to be an accountant anymore, and I don't want to be treated like one either. My work is done. I'm not going to leave anything here for you to do. My work is done. I always try to do my work, accordingly. But what was the reason for her to email them? Anybody know? For her to email them about my schedule. And you say you and I spoke about this already. And we are flexible, right? So Remember, there was 4 people in that seat before me, 4. But I know how to handle them. I know how to play the game. I know how to play the game. You just got to stay 2 steps ahead, guys, in that case. When you have a supervisor like that, stay 2 steps ahead. Because the first thing they're going to do is say, well, where is it? Done. What? Done. Boom. Maybe she's intimidated. I believe the accountant is. She asked me a silly question today. She asked me what was going on with the electricity invoices. I said, do you not realize that realistically, you must not understand what's going on, because you could tell she was not checking on the previous employee at all, because this girl had not saved not one invoice. I say, we are printing every invoice per GL per property, the GL, every invoice on the GL per property. We have to print them. Now, what if you were to be audited today, ma'am? What would you do? I'm helping you, okay? Don't ask me silly questions, ma'am, because you're working on a software called Yardi, and Yardi is slow. If you were on Avid, the Avid module, we could have printed all these invoices at one time, but at this particular software, you have to drill down on each one. And it's just slow. Each one you drill and then go back and then you drill and you go back. Thank you very much. Drill and go back, and it takes forever. So don't ask me no questions about where's electricity. Where is the work, ma'am, that this girl is supposed to have had in here? What if y'all would get audited? You would have failed, and all of y'all would have been fired. And you know you would have been fired. That's why you're trying to catch up now. I'm here to help you, so don't go there. She knows I was an accountant. She knows I'm an accountant, but I guess she's kind of intimidated, but I have to break it down, the nicely professional way. Hey, babe, thank you so much. Shannon says, yes, I work in accounting as well. I only have time to worry about my damn desk, nobody else's. That's right. In accounting, you have to focus on your own stuff. As long as you're not bringing extra work, I don't care. And there's in accounting, Shannon, that if you're so great at what you do, right, they reward you with what? More work. That's your reward. You're fantastic. Give it to Marie. She's fantastic. She's fast. Give it to Marie. Reward her with that work. That's what they do in accounting. They reward you with more work. They do. That's why I don't want to be in accounting anymore. No thanks. I think they contributed to my heart attack too. Accounting. Because it takes forever. And it doesn't take forever. It just depends on your supervisor, long story. But yes, Wucha, how are you feeling? Y'all know Wucha's been feeling under the weather lately, but she still comes in and she still minds for me, and I really appreciate her. I really do. Let's get on back to these baby mamas, shall we? Has anyone in the chat ever had to deal with a baby mama? If you did, put a 1 in the chat. We'd like to know. And what you do to handle her. What you do to handle that baby mama? I know how to handle them. You can use a vehicle. You can use any kind of weapon for them. Because some of them baby mamas, I'm telling you, it's a mess. Thank you so much, Doctor. I'm so happy for my job. I am. And everybody knows how things have been going for me. But God has been blessing me. Really has. And make sure y'all check out Eagle Soaring's channel. You want good feeling. You want to feel great. And, if you love, if you're a believer, then you will want to go to his channel, Eagle Soaring's High. You will feel good leaving that channel. Make sure you go there. Because I do. And I feel much better going leaving, his, Val's, Marcella's. Marcella's always so happy and hyper in her channels. I just love it. I love it. Hey, twin, Mimi twin. Oh, also, guys, I wanted to thank all of you for the kind messages that y'all sent me today. All day long, I have been receiving kind messages all day long. Don't leave, Marie. Don't go. We love you. We're here for you. And I really appreciate that. It really made my day, because when I got in the job, I didn't want to look like that in the job. I didn't want them to think like, oh, here she come with her drama. I had to hide my face pretty much, Yes, Eagles page is wonderful. And I got my first one from Amina. My first comment from Amina. And Amina said something very wonderful. And I wanted to cry again. But then I said, Thank you, Amina, for making my day. You don't know you made my day. And then they just kept coming in. Mimi Twin, everybody just was, everyone was shooting me great messages. So everyone, I really appreciate y'all. I was that close to leaving. Then I said, God, you show me. And here come all my teasers sending me kind and loving messages. And I really appreciate y'all. Yes. And I appreciate my moderator, Woo Child, too. Woo Child tells it like it is, honey. Oh, yes. She tells it like it is. That's what I like about her. Shannon said, I am shocked it's taking a while to find a permanent job. Accounting is a field that is always hiring. I know, Shannon, but they want accountants. Shannon, I'm not feeling to be an accountant any longer. Shannon, I was an accountant for 10 and a half years. I just don't want to be an accountant. There are so many accounting jobs out there, like tons of them. But you see how many are out there, right? That goes to show you nobody wants to do it anymore. That goes to show you that no one wants to be an accountant anymore. You never see an accountant hardly saying, I just love my job. Never. You be like, they be frustrated when they get home. They still working when they get home. They have to pop over their laptop when they get home because we're on a deadline, You know what I mean, Shannon? Yes. I'm not feeling it. I want to balance work and home. So I took a step down to APAR. Love doing that. I can do that with my eyes closed. Boom. And still making decent money. Yes. And if I get on permanent, I'll be making more decent money. You get it? Now, I'll help out with your accruals. You know what I'm talking about, Shannon. I'll help out with your accruals. But that's about it. Don't ask me to do not one financial report for you. Don't. And I'm going to make that clear to them. I'll help you with your accruals, help you with your deadline, little stuff like that, calculate your management fees, whatever. But don't ask me to do no financials. And I haven't, Kevin. I don't want to be an accountant anymore. I'm sorry, I don't. It's too stressful. Accounting is very stressful, folks. And I'm not trying to shame the industry. I'm just saying that's why they have so many accounting jobs out there, because nobody wants to be an accountant anymore. They've either started their own business, or have moved on to a different field. Mm-hmm. You can say, thank you, Marcella Booth. I did not know that you watch my channel. Oh, yes. Everybody watch your channel. Your channel is really good. I love it. Hi, Marcella daughter. How are you? Shannon said, you get burnt out and people are aggravating. Yes, they are. You're sure right, Shannon. I used to work with a girl named Shannon. Mm-hmm. Sure did. Shannon got burnt out. Shannon left. Shannon was chunked them the deuces. Left for lunch. Did not come back. Bye-bye. Called him on the phone. I'm not coming back. Peace out. That's how accounting can be sometimes. And people are aggravated. It's like in the property managers and stuff make the same mistakes. So they don't know how to hire the right person for the right job, for the job. They hire these cute little pretty women that don't know nothing. And so that's double work for you. You have to do their work plus your work, the accounting. No, not having it. I'm done with that. Mm-hmm. I'm done with that. Yes, I love Mimi's avatar. I just love it with those legs, y'all. She said, oh, look at Eagle Soar and say, hey, Mimi, how you doing tonight? She said, wonderful with positive people. Thank you. Shannon, always a fire to put out on. Oh, yeah, Shannon, come on now, preach. We done went from baby mama to accounting. And this is the topic that we can discuss as well, because you have to do accounting. Everyone should know accounting, because you have to do accounting for your home. And accounting consists of paying bills, right, Shannon? Consists of paying bills, budgeting things for your home, budgeting things for big properties, And sometimes it can be a headache, even at home, trying to balance your bills and budget. It can be a headache. And then you have, Shannon, you're just absolutely right. It's always a fire drill. Oh my God, we got to get this to the client. The client needs this now. We have to do this. Oh yeah, I've been there. I'm not feeling it any longer, because it all stems back on what? The accountant. If the assistant doesn't do it accurately, they come back on us. I remember one time my assistant paid someone twice $24,000, an insurance company. She paid it. She sent the check out twice like a need. Okay? I'm like, girl, how did you do that? Well, I was calling, could get in touch with nobody. The lady wouldn't call us back. You know what I did? I called the president of the finance department and left a message. I guess he said, yeah, I'll get y'all over there. and deal with this black ass woman who left a message on my phone and handle it. I got 4 different phone calls from different people. Hi, this is such and such. We're calling to help you. I guess he said, who the hell is this black ass woman calling my phone about what? I went to the top. We're going to get our money back. And guess what I had them to do? Wire it back. No, we don't want to check. Just go wire and draft and put it on in our account. Thank you. And the company was so happy. Yes, I received multiple awards. Multiple awards. Yeah. She said, it's always a fire put out. It just gets on your nerve. And then they try to rush you and they want their stuff immediately. Shannon, you know. Hi, Caramel. I'm gonna learn how to say that name. Caramelated. Caramelated. Is that correct? Caramelated. Is that correct? She said, yes, I'm not a baby mama, but please don't let these men take your tax money. Oh, no. Shannon. That would have been for another day. But while we're here, since we're here, let's talk about it. You're going to see a lot of couples, folks, between the months of January through April, okay? You're going to see a lot of women of all shapes and forms with a man between the months of January and April, because that's income tax time. Yes. You're going to see them. Shannon said, yes. Oh, yeah. She told me, yes, you're going to see them. Caramel is fine. She always tell me that. I'm going to learn a caramel. I'm going to learn it. I love a caramel, though. But these men, they start leeching onto these women because they know they're getting ready to have what? Some income tax money. And it's always a story out there of some man, like the guy that he made his baby mama and her, I think somebody else meet their demise over their stimulus money, took their stimulus money. Didn't even enjoy it because he got caught. Dummy. One of them people money that bad. That's sad. That is so sad. Sir, get a job and get your own income tax. That's all you have to do is get a job. You can have your own income tax. But yes, during the months of January through April, you're going to see a bunch of couples running around hooked up, going to the restaurants and everything. And it's the truth, because I've seen it happen. You'd be like, girl, I didn't know you had a man. You don't even know they had a boyfriend. Till income tax time come, he'd be stuck to her hip doing income tax until the money's gone. Once the money's gone, they're gone. Women, so please. Act like you got audited and you weren't getting none. Watch how fast he burn off. That's the fastest way you can run a man off that don't want to really do nothing. Ask him for some money. You want to run a man off? Ask him for some money, some big money. My rent late. Can you pay my rent? You will not hear from him. If he's, sorry, you won't hear from him. But if he's a real man, he's going to come on with the come on. What I'm looking for. Yes. Eagle said, come, Caramel, how are you tonight? How is everybody tonight? Yes, we've discussed a couple of subjects tonight, haven't we? We discussed this baby mama drama. Ladies, don't let these baby mamas, try to ruin your relationship, especially if you love that man. Maybe y'all need to sit down and have a talk, a discussion. And if he was a real man, he would make that happen. Where y'all can meet up at a restaurant and he can lay it down to the baby mama. Listen, this is my woman, my wife, and you're going to respect my wife. Okay? Anything you have to tell me, you can tell my wife. So if I'm not available, you can call my wife. She'll handle it. That's a real man. Yes. Right or wrong. That's the kind of man you want. It's going to keep her in check, put her in check. And a lot of women be like, you better put your baby mama in check, but they don't because they're still messing around with their baby mamas. I don't know what it is about a baby mama. They just love their baby mama. But who has time for that? You love me, but you want to marry the next woman. Am I not worthy? I did a video on that the other day. Knowing your worth. Are you worthy? And are you going to go into 2022 with the same old crap? Shacking up. What a man. Why I can't have your name? We've been together 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. Why can't I have your name, sir? What's the problem? I can understand if he was had a lot of debt, excuse me, a lot of debt, or you know, a lot of owed a lot of child support and stuff like that. Then I can understand that's why he wouldn't want to marry you because he's protecting you. But if he doesn't have any of that, why is it that you can't have his name? And we all deserve to have our man's name. You know, try to get the little piece of hair I am. We all we all deserve it because we're great women. We are a great woman. We are, and we stick by our man. You know, do they stick by us? Ask yourself, does he stick by you? Me, Kamala said, good men are out there. Just have to take time. It takes to find one you. I'm sorry. Good men out there. Just have to take the time it takes to find one for you. No rush. That's right, Caramel. You're right. You're right. That's why I'm telling people I'm not lonely or anything. I just don't want to put anything around me, around my house, you know. And you got to know them. You know, we were talking about when can they be introduced to your kids, things of that nature. You know, you want to get to know that person. You know, Mimi said, "Well, I do. Well, do I do not feel comfortable dating a man with young children, not trying to deal with drama at all. Period." I heard that. Yes, I heard that because you will have to deal with that baby mom. And then they say no, they be having the kids over there, and you be babysitting, and I'm not the babysitter, honey. Anybody tell you Marie, not the babysitter? Don't ask her to go keep hell no. Yeah, I better want to keep my own kids. What the hell you want me to keep your kid for? No, ma'am. I'm not the babysitter. But they will try to leave their kids on you. Because they say he with his daddy. So what? Daddy don't half-ass know what to do. So he'll have you to do most of the stuff. Fixing the baby bottle. All that. Got time. I don't. I know. I raised mine. I still got a little one, but he knows how to fend and do stuff himself. I know. I'm sorry, sirs. I don't blame you, Mimi. Shannon said, back child support is a red flag. Oh, yes. A friend of mine, she got divorced quick as hell because they try to get her wages. She bye. They still together, but they're not married. She annulled it real quick. She sure did. Eagle Source said, I am great, Caramel. Pink Dynamite, hi. You need to know his intent before you get serious. That's right. Some men some of men date with no intention of getting married. So, yep, you're right. Some men date without the intention to get married. You're absolutely right, Pink Dynamite. That's why it's good to have a conversation with the guy that you're dating. And if you see it at the beginning that he doesn't want to get married, stop hoping and wishing and praying. Move on because you want to get married, right? You need to move on. It's the best thing to do is just let him make it right then and there. Right or wrong, Pink Dynamite. Let him make it right. And same thing with a baby. When a man tell you he doesn't want a baby, he does not want a baby. Stop trying to have a baby to keep these men. He doesn't want a baby. That would run him off really, keep him quicker. You think because you having a baby for him, it's going to keep him. No, that played out in the 80s, honeys. I'm sorry. Played out in the 80s. Keeping a man with a baby. 70s and 80s. And Lovely Love says, still married after 20 years. I'm glad I'm still married to not have to deal with baby mamas. That's right, Miss Lovely Love. That's lovely that you married 20 years. Oh, look at Miss Red too. She said, I kept my dirt outside my kids. Didn't know nobody but their dads until I met my husband. But before him, I went through it, y'all. So she's saying that she didn't let her kids meet anyone. She let them just continue to know who their dad was, be with their dad until she married her husband. I think that's great too, Ms. Red. Because like I told folks, we had this conversation, I think yesterday as well, that you don't want your kids to keep seeing different men in and out their lives. Because, sometimes little kids will start calling him daddy. And they'll be like, where's daddy? He's gone. After 2 months, he's gone. So why would you introduce him to your child? And that traumatizes the kid, So yes, I'm with you, Miss Red. I go out and do my dirt. I go out and drink. If I drink some, I go out and drink unless they are not here. I drink that wine at night. Oh my goodness. And the wine was very nice and sweet. Caramel said, yes, Marie. Yes. Mm-hmm. Do my thing on the outside. Like I said, I go get some, come home, be just as comfortable, take a shower, and I'll be out of there. They had so much fun. Pink Dynamite says, hello, Wu Child. Joy said, good evening, beautiful Marie and Wu Child and Jack. Just passing through the show. Love. Thank you so much. My internet is going in and out because of the rain. Love to all. I love you. She's saying love to all. I love that. Hey, Wu Child. She says, hope you're feeling better. And I still got you on my end this week. Yes. Next week, we're going to give flowers to Wu Child, guys. I want you all to please be here for us giving Wu Child her flowers. It's going to be on next Friday. Wait. What's today? Yeah, next Friday, excuse me. Next Friday, we are going to have a party. We're going to be jamming, and we're going to give Wu Child her flowers. We're having a party for Wu Child, so please join us because she is awesome. And everyone on this internet knows she's awesome. You know, I just love her to death. I do. So we're going to have a party. And it may just be a Zoom party. So get ready to show some faces and shake some butts, baby. Because you know I can play that music, whatever you want. I'll play it on my little TV. Yes. That's how we party over here. And we've had fun every time, right, guys? We've had so much fun with the music. She said, hey, sweet lady at your person. Lovely Leslie, hats off to all the ladies that have had to go through it by themselves with young kids. Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. It's hard. It's hard, but it's natural for us to take care of our kids and in the right way for some mothers. Good mothers. Good mothers, it's natural for us to go through the hell and hot water to do what we have to do for our children. Mm-hmm. But when they grow up, they reward you too. They do. Like, what was that? The other day, my son cashed out me $50. I was like, I have for the $50. I was like, oh my gosh, are you sure you can do this? You know, because he's working. My son, he get ready to go. Got a good job. Gave him $15,000 bonus. Come on, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Get it. You've been taught well, son. And I was happy. And then he said, yes, Mom, I can afford it. You know, because that's the frugal one right there. You know, he keeps his money. He saves his money. I love that about him. You know, that's my baby. Which I says, I do feel better today. Thank you so much for asking. Yes, and she sounds a lot better too. Miss Lovely Love says, why? You know, why what, Miss Lovely Love? Caramel said, what time? So I was thinking more around, depending on your kind folks' time zone. We are on Central Time here. So if I do 7 o'clock here, would that work for everyone? Or would 8 o'clock p.m. be better? I would like to do 7 o'clock. That way people can go ahead on. We're going to party down for about an hour or so, give each other her flowers. And I would love if someone can come try to speak about her because she's wonderful. You know, guys, we're giving her flowers because she's awesome. Awesome person. Not only an awesome, I heard it. Not only an awesome moderator, but an awesome person. And she's real. I like that about her. She's real. You know, tell you like it is too. She didn't tell me like it is a couple times too. Miss Wu Child. I'd be like, golly, damn, I just asked something like that. Yeah, Miss Wu Child something else, honey. She don't take no shit. And I like that about her, you know. So Caramel, I was thinking like 7 o'clock-ish, if that's good with you guys. If you like, I can put in a community tab. I actually will be putting in a community tab so everybody can come. Mm-hmm. Sasha said, I have known my husband since high school. I haven't had to deal with a baby mama. That's great, Sasha. And a lot of people, I think Wu Child has met her husband in the early years as well. They've been married for a very long time. And I think that's great that you met him in high school and you haven't dealt with baby mamas. And that's wonderful. You know, y'all got to level up together. And I think that's great, Sasha. That's what I tell my kids, you know, get married, level up together. But make sure you get a woman on your level, sir. Don't do it. Or get somebody that's intelligent, that's educated like you, and that wants something out of life like you. And you will have it. Y'all will have it and you come up together, you know. And my kids, they already know. No kids out of the way, like none. Zero. I don't want to hear anything about an accident. And my son, he did a video one time to my mom. Well, there's 2 pink lines. Do that mean she's pregnant? Oh my God, I went crazy. And they were videoing me. I said, you better not post it. The kids always playing. Come on, when it's two lines, that means she pregnant. I said, boy, I know you did get out there and get nobody pregnant. Did I tell you protective? I was just going off. Yeah, yeah, it means you're pregnant. What you mean doing these? You can't read? I was just going off. Kids always playing jokes on me every time. Um, One day I'll tell y'all about the last joke he did. I told him before, but it was hilarious. It was so funny. Um, Thanks, everybody, too, Sasha Lynn. You're blessed, sis. Yes, you are, Sasha. Miss Red Too's blessed as well. She's one of our first responders, and I love her. She's great. And she should be. She needs to be saluted every day with what's going on, like a salute, like they're in the military. Seriously. Hello, Biden. Think about that, sir. For these first responders. A lovely love said, "Ha! Why the party or flowers for Wu Cha? Anything special, or it's just a nice gesture?" Oh, it's just a nice gesture because everybody loves her. Everybody loves her. Everybody love her, and she is here modding. She mod for me when she's sick. When she just like right now she's sick. She was coughing like a dog, but she is really sounding a lot better. At first, she was sounding like a man, her husband. I told y'all. She asked him, hello. I was like, oh my goodness. I thought it was her husband. I told you. Yes, we love you, child. Sasha say we grew together. That's great, Sasha. I think that's great. And just imagine how y'all experienced everything new together, you know, from love to caressing to just new things, period. Together, learning it together. I think that's just beautiful love. I really do. What y'all laughing? She said, thank you so much for your service at Red 2. Oh, absolutely. Thank you, Miss Red 2, for your service. Because without you all, for people that's still in that industry, because you got a lot of these first responders that's just getting out that industry. Did you hear about the ones that were actually making themselves meet their demise? Like they couldn't take it. All the death around them, they couldn't take it because of cousin 19. You couldn't. Miss Red 2 hanging in there, and I think she's a G at what she does. And she's been doing it for a while, and she just know what she's doing. She knows what's like what life is about, you know. But yes, thank you so much for your service, Miss Red 2. Hell, she need to be getting flowers too. Hello. Like I said, they need to be saluting those first service people. Every time they hit the door, they need to have 2 military men stand at the door saluting them as if they were in the military. Because they are they're having a hell of a fight right now with this battle with this panoramic, as we see. And they're working extra so many hours. Gosh. Look at Bella's World. She works her tail off. She's another one. We appreciate her service. Yes. Red 2 is awesome. She knows her stuff. Too bad you don't live by me. I'd be like, can you give me a Band-Aid, please? I cut myself. Yes. She's like, huh. I love that lovely love. Huh. Why would y'all should give flowers? Because she's a wonderful person. You know that. She's a very nice person. And she deserves it. And she knows the inside. She's taught me a lot about these YouTube stuff. She's taught me so much. Yes, Bella's World work nonstop. Yes, she does. Nonstop. But she has a daughter, and she's doing it by herself as well for now. And she's looking for that perfect man too. She's looking for that man too. She's, hoping that one day she can get married as well. But she's working hard for her daughter. We have to do what we have to do as mothers. And we will do what we have to do as mothers. What we have to do, make sure our kids eat, right? It's natural for us to do that. Sasha, can we ask, do you have any kids? I'm being nosy, right? I just wondered if you had any children yet with your husband that you came out of high school with. Because if you haven't had one yet, That's fine too, because then y'all experience that together if you decide to have kids, that'll be a great experience together as well. But I just like the innocence of it. And I like how, you guys are trying things, together. One is not coming in as a pro and the other one has to learn anything. You're doing it together. So I like that. I love, period, y'all. Wuchai has all these emojis. I don't be knowing what they mean. Some of them. Let me see what this one. Let me try to guess what this one is. No, I don't know what it is, Wuchai. All I know is that she has some of the funniest pictures all the time. Sasha Lynn says 3 kids and 3 grandkids. Oh my God. Oh, Sasha, I was thinking that y'all were young still. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. That is so wonderful. Is he a good grandpa? I'm sure he is. Do the kids love their papa? Do they call him papa? I'll be wanting to know things like that. Because, from high school and then years later, I think that's just beautiful how y'all just groomed each other, And now both of you are setting your ways. So that husband down from the head to the toe, And I love that. Well, my beautiful people, it's been wonderful speaking with y'all tonight. It has. We had great conversation tonight, right? Especially with these baby mamas. And then we went to accounting with Shannon and I that we have hell in accounting. Accounting is not easy. It's not an easy job. Then we went on to love, black love, white love, any kind of love. We went to love. Who doesn't want love? Who doesn't want to be loved? We all do, men included, want to be loved. Sasha, I'm 8 years. Oh, 48. Okay. Oh, you are Sasha Lynn. That's awesome. Wow, y'all been married a long time. Y'all been together a long time. That is awesome. Wuchao says, everyone that is not receiving your notifications, try unsubscribing, then resubscribing. Please make sure you resubscribe, please. Thank you. That will be appreciated. And hit the notification bell to be sure to select all of the notifications when I come on. Because these commentaries are going to be what? Get deeper and deeper. Good night, my precious caramel. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. And thank y'all for sending so much love today. I'm serious. It made my day. It made my day. It made my day from first it was like my body was stiff and then it just eased my body up. And then I was midday I was gone. Like a machine. I was working and watching my phone, watching those beautiful messages. And I thank all of you all for those great comments and messages. I really appreciate it. And yes, I'm going to say I'm going to hang in here. Thank y'all so much. And please share the video if you like. Share the video if you like. You may have a girlfriend that's going through some baby mama drama. Mm-hmm. Or you may have someone that's working in accounting that's saying, the hell with that, like we're saying. And we're taking a step down. I took a step down and still make decent money. I can do that all day. Mm-hmm. And we'll have to deal with all the headache. And the first thing they want to do is promote you. No, thank you. And it's sad that I'd rather give up that money than be an accountant. It's called a peace of mind and work-life balance. That's what I want. Sasha Lynn, that's awesome. Yes, Sasha Lynn, that is so awesome. And it's so nice to meet you, Sasha Lynn. I hope you subscribe because, wow, we have stories. And then you can tell some of your great stories, I had a coworker before I go. I had a coworker. Her and her husband was together since high school, and they were both drum majors. You remember the drum majors of the band? She showed me a picture of them with their little things. They had their little thing. What do you call those things in their hands from being drum majors? They had on the hats and everything. I was like, oh my God, that is so crazy. I remember those drum majors back in the day in school for the band, and they were both drum majors. That's how they met. Thought that was cute. Sasha said, oh, I told my age. Oh, I told my age. It's okay. We're all beautiful. No matter how old we are. We are beautiful women. Inside and out. We are beautiful women. It's perfectly fine. Safe over here with us. So please like the video. If you like the commentary, please like it. I really would be appreciated. And please share the video if you can. Share it to your Facebook or your Twitter or whatever. And if you know of anyone who's interested in subscribing to the channel, please tell them by all means, subscribe. Otherwise, I think I'm going to try to take a shower really quickly, really quickly. That means wash your butt and get out and get to bed. Miss Sasha Lynn, that's okay. I'm 60. Miss Red too is 60 years old. Still running like a G. And still considering flying to Jesus. I'm sorry, Miss Red. I'm going to have to stick it with to you every time. She's going to still send them flying to Jesus. I got to get some merchandise with that. I have to. Because some of my teasers say some of the funniest stuff that can go on merchandise, you know? Yes. That's Sasha Lynn. That's okay. Yeah. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this live. The next live will be tomorrow night once I get off work. And then it's going to go a little deeper into this. Tomorrow night, it won't be baby mama drama. It's going to be some other drama, other family member drama. And I'll post it tomorrow night when I can better come in. And I'll also post information for Wu Child's flower event occasion, or we don't want to say funeral or anything. You know, we're just giving her flowers because she's precious. Actually, I'm 66. She said, Sasha Land said, actually, I'm 66. Are you, Miss Sasha Land? That is so fine. The Lord has blessed you to live that long. You know, we have to realize that we've lived more than half our lives. You don't see too many people living to be 100 years old, do you? So that's why you have to make sure you are in with the man. Well, child, go ahead and put up the good night tab post. And guys, again, thank you all for the loving, kind words today. Y'all really made my day. Y'all really did. Y'all made my day. And I appreciate it. It was like I was so stressed out or whatever. But it just eased me up. And y'all showed me. And y'all told me, and where you think you're going, ma'am? No, well, better sit down somewhere, Miss Marie. And I love that. Got a headache, as you can see, because I'm tired. I always enjoy this channel at Sasha Lynn. Stop, girl. I aged backwards now. Sasha Lynn. See how the teasers we have some? That's merchandise right there. I aged backwards now. I would join. I enjoy here too. So glad you enjoy here. Good night, everyone. Blessings and peace. Blessings and peace to you, Ms. Red. And I'm going to send you that here shortly. Are you speaking of the one from this morning, Miss Red, or from last night? Put a 1 in there, Miss Red, for the one for this morning, or put a 2 in the one that you requested for last night. Right quick before you go. You want the one from this morning? Because it's back up. It's posted up. Or the one from last night. If you're still here, Miss Red too. I call her Miss Red too. I love that name too, Red too. It reminds me of that movie Red. Okay. Yes, ma'am. It shall be coming to you here shortly. It's going to be a link, okay? And I appreciate you coming over. I really thank you. And I thank you for being patient because, you know, when I'm at work, I don't play around when I'm at work. I head down. Sorry. Head down, working. I don't play when I'm at work, you know? But today I wanted to talk to Wu Jazz. I was like, no. Let me step to the bathroom. But I love Wu Chow. So I love all y'all. So thank you guys for joining our live teasers. Tomorrow we're going to talk about another case of drama. And then we'll get into actually 2 topics. Because I see that y'all like to talk about different topics. So we'll talk about 2 topics tomorrow night. Get your popcorn ready. I didn't get my notification, but I know what to do now. Please make sure you, and guys, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure your phone or whatever device you're in does say subscribe with a D at the end. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. we just want to tell y'all good night. We love y'all very much. And good night. And good night, my folks. Let's listen to my little stream. It's kind of short here, but I love it. Mm-hmm. I just want to tell everybody we have a blessed night. Sleep well. I didn't get enough sleep last night or this morning, so I was really tired. So I love y'all. Say your prayers, and God bless all of you. And see you mañana. Hasta mañana, teasers. Bye. Good night. I was really partying, y'all. Take care, teasers. Love y'all.